What's going on, guys? Today we're going to have a look at Small Kingdoms, the prologue. So it's basically a free demo for the game. The game comes out in the second quarter of 2024, so shouldn't be too far away. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but the prologue's a free demo basically. So I was just having a quick look at it yesterday, and I thought I might make a video on it. So the user tags are strategy, grand strategy, RTS, simulation 4x on Steam. It's got mixed reviews at the moment. Yeah, the prologue was released on the 29th of August 2023. So what I was hoping to do is I'm hoping to just cover small indie RTS games and stuff like that, and just do like a couple hours, test them out, sort of let you know what I think about the game, how much it's worth, if I think it's worth buying, if it does cost anything, and yeah, and then you can tell me if you want me to do anything different or if you have better ideas, but that's just what I was going to aim to do. Manor Lords comes out soon, so I'll be definitely keen to do some videos on that, but we'll have to see how we go. But yeah, so this is my first video, so it's probably going to be pretty average, but hopefully we get better as we go along. So yeah, you'll see the first bug with this video is about to start now, where I couldn't get past the tutorial. So I quit out and tried it a couple of times. I've cut a lot of stuff out, but that's why I've sped it up, because it's pretty boring, but I just thought I should show some of the things that are wrong here. So I drove around the map thinking maybe I was doing something wrong, but there was nothing there, so I ended up just quitting. So here I was starting to realise that I might be in for a bit of a wild ride. So I quit the tutorial, started doing a campaign, loaded in, it had the main menu UI over the top, so then I reloaded again and it still was there. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll just play and hopefully it goes away. It didn't for a while, but you'll see eventually it does go, but only because I quit out and come back in. So this part of the game, I would like to see maybe some more like feedback from when you're going to get your resources. It all just feels like you're sort of just waiting in limbo for stuff to come through. It just feels like nothing happens for a long time, and then you get some resources, then you can do some more stuff. Yeah, it just feels like you can't really do a lot while you wait. I don't know, maybe I was trying to be too aggressive with building everything, but I just sort of felt like I spent a lot of time waiting. At the start especially, I feel like they can sort of just do whatever they want, but you've only got your limited resources and stuff. And then yeah, here's our first combat encounter that you're about to see here. So this was meant to be the first battle that I got to do, so I was sort of keen to try this feature out, and maybe it was a bit more interesting than sort of just waiting around on the campaign map for more resources to come in so you can buy more buildings and then build more units and stuff like that, which I thought was a sort of bit slow, and you just spent the resources and then you sort of just had to wait. But so as you can see, I accidentally clicked exit on the main menu UI over the screen and it kicked me out of the game, but that got rid of that bug, but I missed out on that battle. Luckily I got back in pretty quick. So for the first battle, a few things. I would have liked to see like a UI that had all of the units that you had on the map along the bottom of the screen, then you can sort of see what you're working with and move them around. I also would like some more advanced unit commands, like setting waypoints so you could send them around the back and flank the enemy and stuff like that, and maybe even like stand ground and like attack move and just your general sort of RTS unit commands. But also there's not really like health bars and stuff on any building, so I ended up sending a unit right around the back to attack, like look like their sort of command building. I don't know if you can kill it or if it was the right thing to do, but I ended up just bringing it back in behind their archers when I'd killed most of the other stuff. I felt like the AI wasn't much of a threat. Like I was very cautious going into it, thinking that they would be trying to pull all these tricks and whatever, and then I ended up just sending a pack of units all the way around the back of them and straight into the back of their archers, and I ended up killing all their siege equipment before they even used most of it, and they didn't really do anything about it. Most of my units were all way lower level than theirs, so I should have probably got destroyed. There, you see that command building that I was talking about. I don't know if you meant to kill it or not, but I just gave up and brought them units back in and finished them off. I'm not sure if they have like flanking bonuses and stuff like that or how it works, but it was effective. But I don't know if it's just luck or what. But yeah, that was interesting. And then we just go back to the campaign map of waiting for resources to come in, buying some more stuff, and then just doing that. I found that it's sort of, once you get the initial production building set up, all you want is silver mines, so you can just buy units, buy units, and buy units. So I think that there's gonna have to be like maybe some building limits on buildings or something. Otherwise, if you can just fill up with silver mines and then just build a couple of barracks and stables and stuff, then you can just pump units out and just overwhelm the enemy. But yeah, that's for bigger brains of mine. But that's just my opinion on the matter. And also, I feel like the UI, I'm not sure what about it, but there's just something about it just doesn't feel right. Like it's not smooth, it's just sort of really janky. I'm sorry, I'm not a developer, I can't really say I know a better way to do anything, but it just feels unresponsive and just sort of, I don't know, needs some work. So this is my first attack. I thought I was just going to get the floor mop with me, so I was trying to split up the defences. I was way overthinking the whole thing. I was trying to probe their defences with catapults and stuff like that. So I moved all my units around to the right and then had a little party up on the left, hoping that I could draw them away and then punch in with them. But what ended up happening was my catapults, I sent one up to attack and it kept saying no stones available. So then I sent it over to this pile of stones here, trying to work out what was going on. Wouldn't attack anything, and then their archers started shooting at me. So then I moved away, and then they ended up coming out. So then I just kept trying to bait them out and attack. And I ended up thinking, I think I wiped out like nearly half the defenders just doing this. So I think the AI could do with a bit of work, but to be honest, it wasn't too bad. So I couldn't target most buildings with the catapults and my units and stuff, so I'm not sure if every enemy building is destructible or not. I don't think they are. It could just be like buggy or not finished, or I don't know, but yeah, as far as I could tell, you couldn't just smash a hole through a wall and go through it. You have to sort of find your way in with siege towers or whatever. They left the gate open for me for some reason, but yeah, so it didn't work out too well for them. But yeah, so I ended up just rushing them because I was being way too overcautious. So I just ended up sending everything in and destroying them. So yeah, it wasn't a bad first experience. It's just a bit sort of clunky. You don't know what you can do and what you can't do. It would be good if it sort of explained to you, you can destroy this, you can't destroy that. But maybe it is in the tutorial, but I just couldn't get to it. I'm not really sure. Yeah, so then when you take it over, you can claim the city, you can loot the city, or you can raise it. I only claimed it to get more resources and stuff. But yeah, like I don't know why you would raise it. Maybe if you thought they were going to take it back over soon, or I'm not really sure. But it's interesting mechanic. As you can see, I'm just smashing out silver mines now because I just wanted to build an army, which I think is just going to be what everyone would end up doing. So I was attacked here, and for some reason all the units that I had in the town were kicked out. As you can see, they're just above there. So then I could add them back into the battle to try and take it back. But every time I would load in, the whole map would be black, and then it would just say that they won. So every time I did it, it would just kick me out and say that I lost the attack, which, like, yeah, I don't know. I found that sort of game breaking and pretty frustrating, and then that was the nail in the coffin for me at the moment. So yeah, I'll leave a link to the prologue in the description for Steam. For me, I don't recommend this game at the moment. It might be worth a look. Give it a bit more time, let them fix some stuff up. Be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to see more. See ya.